Previously on the Grinch. Players sat at the table, introduced themselves, pulled the disc, and found out their role. Steven made a suspicious disc choice, sailing an upshot past the basket, which ultimately led the team to bag a bogey.
The Grinch has stealed his victory for round one. We're about to have the round table.
Like Steven's just doing wild man stuff, wild card stuff.
Steven was a little weird with the putters.
Steven's on the radar for myself. Steven throwing discs that kind of doesn't, I guess, match with everybody else's vibe.
First person voted out of the Grinch series, Steve. So I believe I'm going to let them pick their cards. Once again, we're going to play the same format. We're going to do the alternate shot. I think the new line, and y'all can agree with me or disagree, I think we're going to make it one stroke more difficult to really force the imposter to make a move, I guess. Since, well, what I mean by that, the line wasn't hit last time, so we're going to actually make it easier on everybody. So -2 is now the line to beat. So, are y'all ready to pick teams and get after this?
I thought we should put one at a time.
Oh, well, we're all on heads.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Looks like we're all playing together.
Do it again. I feel like we do it one at a time.
I feel like my disc
Okay, I'll go first. Just get me out of here. Okay, Rachel.
All right,
Okay.
they're together.
All right, now hang on. No, now you two, they got to flip though. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so who?
All right, one head. Charlie's on me.
Okay.
Is he on you?
Oh, we were in
Perfect
the right
place.
place.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Odd one out goes to.
Okay. Come on,
All right.
Rachel and
New
Al.
cards have been created.
What's the order? All right.
Y'all have seen it before, but we've got a 220-foot, pretty much straight shot up the gap.
1, 2, 3.
Here goes nothing. Line to beat, -2.
We're talking about we're going to have to start on hole 2, and I know that I cannot tee on 2, so we want Justin to do it.
Okay.
Well, put the Burbex in the basket.
You should.
I can see you doing that. Ace.
Just know, guys, if there's an ace today, whoever does it gets to pick anything off my shelf.
Before
Under $50.
taking everything.
-2 or 3 discs.
Anything
Still a
like-
good deal. I got
anything
some.
with
I got
Nate
some cool
Sexton's
stuff.
name on it.
I got some cool stuff. We got a lot of disc on the line for whoever today, anyway,
Let's go.
and $100 grand.
Go in the bucket.
That's
Oh.
Go
nice.
on. Come on. Go in. Go in.
That's really short.
Oh,
That's fine.
Ooh.
Not bad.
atta baby.
I like muse, man.
I like you.
Good start.
The line's a little easier this time, so they don't have to get everything. You know, they're going to need to get some, but I think this is a chance to. This is a good spot for whoever right here, because this is a makeable putt. But if you miss, no one's gonna be gunning for you. I don't think.
Atta baby.
Good putt. Great putt. That's not over. It actually, I'm glad you guys know this here too. We go to the final 4. If whoever is not voted out, we go all the way down to the final 4, and then at that point, if said imposter is still alive and nobody votes him out, he wins everything.
Yeah.
But if he is voted out, then everybody else wins everything. If you're new here, welcome. I give away a disc every single video. So we're about to do that right now from the last video, which is the Firebird video. Good luck. Congrats. Message me on Instagram and we'll work something out. Okay, we're here on hole 2. Yet again, the easiest hole on the course. They parred this last time, which is interesting. But they got somebody on the tee that could probably ace it. So we'll see what happens.
Get the bucket.
It's
That's not the way I meant.
15 or 20 feet.
You can take our approach if they had you last.
I do not want to have to drive as much this round, so
Why is that?
I suck at woods golf, and I feel like I really got the shaft last round.
Rachel did have to throw the absolute worst tee shots possible.
they're gonna vote me.
And then they're gonna vote. Then they're gonna vote Steve out after.
What is up with that?
It's crazy. Yeah, crazy.
I thought I was safe. I thought I was more than safe.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If you haven't watched last episode yet, go back and watch that. I don't really know. Steve got a lot of let's just say like side. I don't know. He had one shot that should have been better, and in this game, that's all it takes.
Wasn't even that bad of a shot.
It really wasn't. Even,
Like what?
it forced a
Like, one
25-footer
crappy
in.
shot. One crappy shot. Fine.
Good putt.
Did you get it?
Wow, 2 down through 2, guys. You see how easy this course really is. So it's gonna put a little pressure on Mr. Grinchy Grinch. We have one of what I would think is one of the tougher holes, gettable, but could definitely get in some danger. 250 feet, down a ravine, up a ravine, straight. That's fine.
Well, it's anti-Grinch talking.
Okay.
You know, we're just asking simple questions, strategic questions. I think I caught somebody in my little net.
Really? A little net grab, huh?
Little,
You make sure who that is, or
there.
no?
maybe in a little bit.
Okay, all right. We move on.
Attaboy.
Yep.
Oh yeah, big putt right there. Huge, some would say.
I want
That's
to
a
talk with
pretty
Justin.
suspicious tap in.
Yeah, Charlie didn't look too happy about making that tap in this end.
Anytime anybody talks strategy, there's a certain person that leeches on. That's all I'm gonna say.
Really? Me. I'm always there for the strategy talk. We are on hole 4. We are currently 2 down through 3. Last episode, Anthony threw an absolute dime here. It's kind of crazy because this is his tee pad again. So we'll see if he can mimic that same shot.
You didn't let the disc do the work.
It's a par. But do you have any suspicions towards anybody? You don't
Toward anybody? As
like
right now,
is
no,
anything
we're
weird happen that you?
Kind of curious why my team keeps branching off. You
Yeah.
know, kind of put.
It's
me
kind
on
of
the
crazy.
microscope a little bit.
Out of nowhere, no one is together anymore. Everyone is
I'm
split.
up here with the other team.
These guys.
Yeah.
Trying to run a demo.
I know, what the heck?
Drop in. That's good.
That was very close. Okay. 4 is not the end of the world here, and we made the line softer, so that's okay. Tapping for 4 here. That actually brings us to -1 through 4.
We had a little instance where we thought somebody was lying about who they were voting for, trying to narrow down who all voted for Steven. But that fell short because I just found out Justin was messing with Jared and not wanting to tell him. But other than that, it's going to be hard. I don't think it's Anthony, again, because he got sad. You know, so he was bummed, understandably. Which could bite me. Justin's throwing practice shots.
lie, that's 2 bad shots in a row by Justin. I mean, not kind of bad, but
That was suspicious. I mean, the Berg eggs is his play, but the way that shot needs to carry,
he threw it all the way to the moon.
yeah, you threw it straight up, it's going to stall. And then that disc isn't known to stall and carry right. You know what I mean? It's just going to stall and just flutter.
We are 1 down through 4 officially. Kind of on pace either way, so that's good. This next hole, I've already mentioned this. We're probably like 50 foot off the tee. You have to throw over a hill that's 50 foot tall. So I wouldn't say this is an impossible get, but this is kind of like it's a me hole. It's just a 3.
Love it.
That might be a birdie, honestly.
Well, it's short.
Well,
I was just trying to get us up there.
it's 40 feet.
It's a putt and it's a safe putt.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's par.
right. That's
That's why I
fine.
say this is the.
Other than we just walked up a big hill and are going to look super out of shape.
I feel like, I don't know. I mentioned something earlier about just putting it down the middle for par on the last hole that I teed
Yeah.
off on. which granted I did mine. The way I played 4 is actually the exact same way of how I played 5 because you want it to turn fast.
I would say in my mind that bogey's not on you. That's on somebody else.
Yeah.
Hole 6, we're officially 1 down through 5, on pace either way. Probably my favorite hole here. Very aceable. This should be a birdie. That is a putt. Boom! Big putt. Big putt by Rage. Wow. Back to 2 under. How do you feel about that, honey?
I feel like that was a big move right there.
That was great. Good job, Rage.
Let me give you some.
That's good. We are now 2 down through 6. We have officially hit the line that the good guys want. So the imposter is going to have to start working a little bit, potentially, if you'd like, or she. Right here, this is a little forehand. Whatever you like to forehand, 150 feet. That's it.
That's all right. Yep. Okay. Yep. That's fine. I'd rather you be wide left than inside right. Atta baby.
Good putt.
3 under. Boss, you're gonna have to work.
I still have my suspicions.
About who?
You know, I just think that there's a lot of things that we could be doing that we're accidentally shanking. And I feel like anytime anybody talks about strategies of who they think the imposter is, there's a certain person that will stop and listen on who you're talking about and then try to add in on it. So,
We're even, or we're down 2 going into hole 4, right?
Yeah.
I brought it up. I said, should I not just play down at the bottom to make it safe so that we're keeping par? Because par's what we want, right? Or as far as I go now. He was like, no, I'll run it because wherever you put us at, I'll be able to get out.
Justin said that?
Yes. And then my shot, granted, it wasn't the best shot. But then his approach from there, I was questioning.
I got to admit, I got to jump in for a second. That hole right there, hole 4 that you're talking about teeing off on, it never gets birdied. So, honestly, I'm with you on the throw it straight up the gut.
Right.
Yeah.
And then he was trying to tell Rachel how to do her putt from where she was at. I'm like, Rachel, y'all got a bunch of hills at where y'all play at all the time. I'm sure she could probably figure it. You know what I'm saying?
She banged that putt, too.
So,
Okay. Suspicions rising.
So I'm between a few people right now, and Thomas and I are trying to short out. This is the first 2 tee shots I've had all around, but Rachel, she made that putt. That's some of my suspicion off of her. That was a big putt.
That was a big putt.
A really big putt. Justin with the berg, I think he's trying to play into his own strengths.
Yeah.
But it should have been something overstable there. That's a suspicion on him.
Yeah, I agree.
But Ant, he hasn't been talkative in a group this round after Thomas called him out. And so now I feel like he's going a little regressed. And then Justin is, like I said, wild card, but keep a little sneaky on Charlie.
Interesting. The good men and women of this challenge have officially took the lead. They have 1 stroke to play with now. So we are 3 down through 7. Hole 8 here. One of the more challenging shots here. It probably plays like 200 feet. Anthony actually almost aced last episode. You want to go check that out? Nothing else to do but do it, I guess.
Oh, baby.
I think it's a better putt, though, to be honest.
You made the call.
That's a big skip.
That's more open downhill. It's you, right? Yeah.
Steven, I just want to ask you, based on strictly gameplay,
Yep.
is there anything that you've seen that's really weird?
Not yet. Everyone's pretty much playing pretty good. Can't really say too much negative things about anyone in particular. You can't. All you can really do is throw and just hope it don't hit a tree. So I don't think Anthony's throw was can be held on him too bad. I don't think it's like mine. Not a bad throw, a little bit unlucky, and then you just get voted off just like that. So it's hard out here.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
Nice. Wow.
Good stuff.
That's probably going to lower some suspicions off of him, if I had to guess.
It's between Jared and Anthony.
Yep.
For sure.
Well,
Anthony, we'll see after that. See what he just threw that drive.
yeah, he hazarded.
We need to watch those two.
Yeah.
To see how.
Jared throws
Charlie-
a tactic
Charlie's
a lot.
still in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
mix.
And so he should know how the tactic
He
flies.
and he wanted to give me a full breakdown after that shot. I saw his tactic, wasn't really stressing it.
Yeah.
There was a headwind breeze. You needed to get it
Baseline
straight.
He yanked
tactic,
it,
too.
hoping it would hit something.
Yeah, and I
in my
mean,
opinion.
well,
That's
he
what
was
I
wanting to
thought.
explain why he threw something overstable
Every time he explained
at a
himself.
straight shot.
Guilty.
But
But we just watched both of them. Guilty.
because Anthony's tripping me out, dude.
It still could have been Steven, too.
Anthony was a mixed
Right.
emotion,
Yeah.
and now he's trying to be quiet, like not be interactive. So
I will
is
say
he
that is
dodging?
true, too.
He just dug himself a hole doing this exact thing just a little bit ago.
Let me say one thing. We actually don't know if the imposter was voted off or not.
No, we don't.
So the score's actually pretty good at the moment,
Yeah.
too.
So it could have been
Theoretically.
Steven.
They can still mess it up.
Could have.
Could
You'll
have.
never know.
We'll know real soon.
All right, this hole is straight. How far? 320?
Plays like 350, I think.
350.
Maybe 390.
Yeah, 350. You just gotta. You have a little bit of room to like kind of shape something, but if you get off the line just a little bit, then you're kind of screwed. So hopefully you get a kick back into the fairway like we seen on round one. So let's see. Oh, let's see. Let's see if anyone can get lucky.
That's
There
it.
it is.
Yeah.
Charlie.
Wow.
There we go.
Anthony hadn't pulled nobody off to the side except for right now.
And no, he literally just like, I was standing there and I was like, because I'm trying to talk to Charlie and figure out like, hey, what are you throwing? Because it's an easy par. If he gets in the middle, we pitch up, Tommy taps out. And then Ant just pulls me aside randomly. And I'm like,
Let me tell you guys how I feel. We randomly drew discs.
yeah.
So as far as I know, any one of you could be
Yeah.
the imposter.
What'd your disc say?
So
Mine said,
you
you
just-
are not the imposter.
What'd your,
I'm not telling you what mine said.
mine said you are not the imposter.
Well, of course I'm going to say that.
Did mine?
I don't know.
I don't like how you did.
But he
thought you'd be
because
working
because
with me.
because like Asher didn't just because
working hard for
I'm
You
with.
just got in my
because here's the
crosshairs,
thing
baby.
because Asher didn't just put
We
imposter
birdied
not
the
imposter.
most.
I just called Jared and Ant were wanting to work an angle to where if we agreed to vote on
No.
two people, that
Get-
two people
no.
would go.
No,
And like
get
I
that
said
off me.
Immediately, boom, and Anthony
Get that
are
off
the
me.
only ones that are even suspicious.
Yes.
Now this man just
Get
just
hey
got up in.
hey get the suspicion of wanting to vote two people out. That was all Ant.
You just keep straight.
You say that the next ace
You
run,
just
I
keep
agree.
straight.
Okay.
That's good.
Oh, I do want to add.
You are.
I was actually very worried about someone questioning someone else about the wording. I sent everyone the exact wording of all of them before we did this. So to use that against someone is kind of so what's happening right now is people are questioned about what did yours say exactly. Well, I sent everyone before it started my cutout sheets of what all of them said.
Oh, yeah.
So the wording can never be used against someone, well, at least accurately. You know, they can think whatever they want to think, but I wanted to verify it for the viewer, so somebody doesn't comment, you should have, that's really, I'm just telling you guys that. I don't care what they think about it, but I did. I thought about that being a thing. Last video, I asked you this, Steven. We're sitting at -4 on the front nine right now.
Yeah.
Are we officially at the point where you don't think the imposter is going to try to act anymore?
From what I see, everybody's playing clean. There's no steal. I think you asked me that on like hole 2,
Yeah.
3. I still don't think anyone is super obvious.
We are officially on hole 10. This is just a little hyzer backhand, I don't know, 250 feet. We are 4 down on the front nine, which is 2 strokes better than the good guys and the good gals need to be. So at this point, I don't know whether the imposter is going to do Grinchy stuff or if he's just going to keep pushing. Or she. I don't know. Find out here shortly. That's an easy 3. And to be honest, I'm not defending anybody at this point, but there's really no reason to even try to birdie at this point.
The imposter is in the perfect position to really do something they wanted to.
Oh, you think they...
Perfect.
Really?
With the score and what holes we have coming up, when it's their turn, they need to grip lock the crap out of something. Or something, you know. I feel like this, with the scores, and they can easily go south.
I'll say, but, you know, you've heard everybody like I've heard everybody.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's leaning towards anybody, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's completely flustered.
But everyone's playing pretty good.
Yeah, no one's
going to be perfect. But
I don't really think the imposters even had to be impostery.
No,
period.
Not at all.
But this round...
Except me.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah, apparently this guy... Everybody's saying good putt, but I don't really think it was a good putt, to be honest. All right.
All right, we are 4 down through 10, 11, whatever. This one is 230. You need to throw something extremely overstable, as high as you possibly can without hitting these trees, and you will stick it on the hill pretty close to the basket. I haven't seen anybody park it. I highly doubt that's going to happen. But the basket's way over there, so... danger behind it, so you definitely don't want to run this one.
That was honestly as good as you could possibly ask for.
That line, you always get caught up by something.
Really too high?
No, there's an inside here if you want to park it. It's like a neutral. A lot of people go overstable, which is going to get them on the left in all this. So if you're going overstable, you need to have it high and kind of flatter or a little angle to push. Yeah. But yeah, just neutral up the middle or high overstable, you know, is the most common play. Yeah. I would assume.
That was great. I thought that was going in for a second. For it.
All right, we're still 4 down. This is a 200-foot, very dangerous and slippery tee pad. It's slanting this way. There's really no backhand line. There's really just a forehand line. The basket is up on the hill to the right, so it's kind of an awkward hole. It's short, but it's awkward. So just a good forehand would do it.
Got through. We good. Well, I got some work.
That's one of those, accident or not a good look. Not a good look at all. That's good content.
Stop.
Yeah. I feel that. Good putt.
I have to make a correction for the first hole breakdown. This one is 216 or 215 is the old placement. This one is about 300, so it's a little bit uphill. It's very narrow. You kind of have to throw something super straight and something that will skip, at least to the little hill. It's easy to mess up.
Oh my gosh, that's good.
That's solid. That's solid.
That's really good. And the rollback. Wow. Walmart. That's a rollback.
Oh, that's it. Nice shot.
That was great.
Yep.
I wasn't trying to do what Justin did. Go around the tree and hit it.
The good men and women are now 4 down through 13. We're on hole 14 currently, which means we've only got 5 holes left for the Grinch to make a move if he or she decides so. At this point, it may be better off just for that person to push on and try to make it to the next round. I don't know. fairly simple shot. You just want to push 200 foot and drop. You don't want to be short of the basket. The miss, you want to be long because there's a big ravine and nobody wants to go in it. That's so good.
It's not awful.
Is it in the ravine?
It could be, but
I think it's not.
Oh.
Dang. Good bid. Good bid.
It was a good bid.
I thought I had it, dude. I was about to be so damn excited.
Thank you.
No giveaways for this one?
Oh. Giveaways every video, guys. Man, I didn't even. I'll enter it in somewhere. But yeah, giveaway for this video. What do you think I should give away? Anybody know?
The word should be the Grinch.
Yeah, the Grinch will be the word for the giveaway. We'll spin the wheel like we always do. I'm going to keep it a surprise, though. I'm not going to tell you guys what you're going to get. You'll just have to send me your stuff. I'll send it to you. And I will decide whether I'm naughty or nice. I may send you a DX Leopard. I may send you a Firebird.
Or might send you a mini.
I might send you a mini. I don't know. There could be cooler stuff than that. I don't know.
A Grinch.
Hole 15, almost a nearly impossible birdie. Last round we saw what was a perfect drive. They still couldn't get the job done, so I highly doubt they do it this time. That's pretty much it. We got 4 holes left. The Imposter has 2 strokes they need to gain. So we will see whether they can get it done or not. That's still an easy 3, probably. This is really not great. Yeah, the Imposter's going to be pretty excited about this. I don't know, though. A little forehand out. But this is exciting because if there's a bogey here, we're back to 1 stroke away. That's perfect. Three holes left. 2 strokes. The Grinch is going to have to act really fast if he is.
Oh, easy.
I'm sorry, I about died.
You're good. Hey, it was slick when I threw off of it earlier, too.
Rachel's going home, I think, after this.
As of right now, yeah.
He has kind of he's
Well,
secluded himself.
There
which is
there
weird.
was a 3-hole stretch of 8, 9, and
He's
11.
pulling people off to the side.
Yeah, there was a 3-hole stretch of 8, 9, and 11. Yeah, you can throw in 12. Where he pulled me off to the side.
Rachel off to the
Yeah,
side.
and
Solos.
well, because we were sitting there, and he pulled me off to the side, and he was like, what if we do this like whole voting 2 thing out? And then that's when Tom's like, okay, if we're doing that, we're pulling you aside because you 2 were the first 2 out. And I was like, he pulled me aside. So I'm just.
Group G right in.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm sitting here trying to clear my name.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
That might
there
go
it is.
in.
Get in the bucket. Oh.
No. That's good.
That was good. That was
That's
way.
good.
Yeah, we're
That's
good.
perfect.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying. You were so close.
You was about to be 50 foot long if it don't hit that, I think,
Buddy.
to be honest. Hole 17. I believe officially it's been probably 7 holes since there was a birdie. But that's fine. The good guys and the good gals or whoever are doing what it takes to stay alive. Here we got you need probably 370 of power to get to the bucket, I think. Right here. You can go forehand or backhand, doesn't really matter. They got 2 strokes to play with. At this point, I don't think the Imposter or the Grinch can do any kind of those things. They're just going to have to keep chucking. Honestly, doing anything but playing for the 3 right here, in my mind, is kind of weird. So, we'll see. I love that. That's so good.
Yes, Charlie.
Very well. Good job. The further we get, everyone acts like every shot is like this monumental task. We're looking at a 40-footer to pitch up for par right now with three strokes to play. Shot.
Yeah. It's fine.
That's tester zone. Good putt. Great putt. Our next challenge is going to be a last to bogey. I'm going to try to start with 10 to 15 people. I want to put something on the line for a grand prize. Pretty cool. So y'all wait for that. That'll be neat. All right, hole 18, 2 strokes to play with. Rachel's about to tee off. She could literally do anything.
That works.
The next person could pitch up and then tap in.
Let's go, dude.
Okay, guys. If the Grinch was alive right now, all I can say is he didn't win a disc this round because he was not able to sabotage the round. However, it's time for us to go to a vote. Round table time. Justin, go first.
That round it was easy to score, and that makes me think that we may have voted the guy out already, but I don't know. I still can't be real sure. If I had to vote one more, it would be a tough decision because we all shot well when we needed to.
Kind of in the same boat. I mean, everybody played well. Nobody really stood out. No bad shots that looked forced. Everybody played good.
I'm not voting for anybody. I wouldn't say.
No, I'm not either.
I really ain't got. We played great, even with a couple of the shots that got away from us because slick pads. We were still able to make the cut. So
Scrambled.
Did we take a bogey that round?
One
Which hole?
early.
I know it was early, but we got back.
Hole
up.
4.
Which one?
four, yeah, 4 was my shot, up shot, putt, and
That's
then
right.
Oh, that was.
put back in.
Or was it hole 5?
But there was a lot of birdies right before that, so it didn't really matter.
Say because once we got back to 4 under, we played quick. And there was at first there was like around the middle part of the round, I feel like there was a lot of accusations and like high intensity moments. But other than that, I mean, it kind of settled out quickly to where everyone was on the same page of play for par at that point once we were at 4 under. So I mean, if he's not already out, it's gonna be tough to vote somebody out right now.
I definitely think everybody scrambled where they needed to scramble. I don't think there were a whole lot of bad fixes.
Well, if nobody's going to directly accuse anybody, we're going to vote. Are y'all ready? Yeah. All right.
Okay, so I think since the beginning, I've had the same suspicion. Some people that I talked to out there today, they gave me some good options. They made me think more towards other people. Like, they mentioned Justin because Justin was saying he was going to run everything. But I've played with Justin a lot in the past, and that's just Justin. And they thought that his Berg X shot was suspicious because it seemed kind of far. But again, if Justin's not pulling the Berg X on that shot, then it's suspicious. This man has thrown that disc in a million times. So I don't really think it's Justin. I don't really think it's Anthony. I think Anthony he shows his expressions a lot. But I still think anytime you talk about who you think the imposter is, Jared lurches over. He comes over and he asks a lot of questions. And then even so, saying that since me and Justin voted for him, one of us has to be the imposter. That's very imposter-like comments. So I'm sticking to my guns. No hate, Jared, you're a great person. But I'm writing with my left hand because you called me out last time. It also could have been Steven, but I don't feel like he did anything the first round.
It was me, Justin, and Tommy. We were talking. We were talking about possibly not voting anybody because we possibly may have them out. But do we want to vote somebody to be safe? And we were leaning towards Ant because Ant was the most suspicious during that entire round. I had some blame on me earlier, but that was, I think, from round 1, missing 2 putts. And that's just pressure. I let pressure get to me too much in this game. But overall, it simmered down after that middle whole stretch of like 8 to 12. Ant was pulling me aside. Then Tommy was like, okay, if we're voting 2 people out, it's y'all 2. And I was like, don't throw me in on this because Ant pulled me aside. I was just talking with him and Charlie, and I was talking with Charlie trying to figure out what to throw on 9. So it's just one of those where it's tough, but I didn't want to vote anyone, but I think I'm going to have to go with Ant just to be safe till we have some ground to make up, just to be safe.
that round went very good. And the reason why I think it went so good was because I don't necessarily think Steven was, I don't think he was the Grinch. I think the Grinch is still out there, but he got a couple marks on him the first round. And so the second round, he's hoping to do better just so he can get himself to the third round. Because all he's got to do is mainly get it to the end, right? So at that point, if you already find out that the hole's being played very good, why try to throw yourself out there as a suspicion? You know what I mean? I have a very strong, if who I'm about to write down is not it, then, then the Grinch is doing really good things if this is not who I think it is. I think he's trying too hard. But if it's not him, whoo, I suck at this game.
Okay, I've formally started a coup. All right, with all the players, because I do think Steven might have been it. I think we got lucky, round one. So to be safe, the coup I've started, I want to get 2 votes for Jared, 2 votes for Anthony, from the players that I know are not the Grinch. That will leave Jared and Anthony voting for each other, which would create a tie. See the reaction. Get them both out. Get one out off a draw, whatever. But it gives us a sight, because I either think it's gone, the Grinch is gone, or, again, somebody's the Grinch and doesn't understand the format. One or the other. We're basing it off of round one, in my mind. All right. So that would leave Anthony or Jared, the only 2 suspicious people in round one, that, like, had a bunch of accumulated stuff in my mind, and also had a bunch of people's attention. Right? I think Steven was just a casualty of war, right? I think it was just can we eliminate the overall amount? And I think we got lucky. I think we just got lucky. Because I don't think Steven necessarily did anything to deserve it. Just my thoughts. So I think that's the play.
That's who I voted for last time. I'm sticking with my gun. I do believe it's either Steven or Jared with the destroyer on hole 6. My clue reference.
Intriguing. Well, it's coming down to the wire here. I think we have all kind of went to strategy mode and trying to wean out the weaker links, it seems like. So, I will be voting.
Before we start this, I want to sincerely say thank y'all for coming. It has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it, and I hope this is something we can do in the future. Maybe some people can play a little better. And anyway, okay. But anyway, that being said, here are the votes. Vote number 1, Anthony.
Who put the smile?
The sad face.
Just to clarify,
What did I do wrong?
it was a sad face.
Okay, it wasn't me.
Second vote, Jared. Third vote, Ant.
What?
That's 2 Ant, 1 Jared. Fourth vote, Jared. That's 2 Jareds, 2 Ants. And the second person voted off the Grinch, Jared.
You were the Grinch?
No, he said second person.
Oh, I was like, and the
Off the
Grinch.
Grinch.
Oh,
Our
okay.
episode.
Yeah, second
I was
person
like,
voted off the
wait,
Grinch. Most importantly, the Grinch is still among us.
Oh.
Jared. It doesn't matter. It's already over. Jared had 3 already. Well, folks, you've seen what just happened. Jared, you're not going to leave with nothing, but
I'll take it.
you are going to leave with 0.
I'll take it.
I appreciate you coming out today. Honestly, I think the Grinch is just playing really good, to be honest.
Yeah, they're doing the thing where, round 1, obviously you don't hit the line, you miss it. Yeah, I think we missed it by 1, right?
The Grinch made their line.
But like overall, we missed.
Yeah, the people.
Yeah,
missed
the people
line.
missed
Yeah.
line. People missed line, and then in round 2, we got up 4 down really quick too above the line. So that, I told Thomas this, and Thomas was kind of adamant. And they're adamant. It was the other thing; they didn't know how to play the game.
No,
but it was they just conforming to like, okay, it's 4 down. It's going to be hard without putting a spotlight. And props to them.
Once this group right here went 4 down through 7, the Grinch could not do anything. It would have been foolish to try to ruin that because they would have just got voted out. So I respect them sticking with it. But man, I appreciate it. You better be in our last bogey challenge at McKenzie coming up. Well, I'll talk to you. We'll figure something out. I appreciate it. We are gonna push on. All right, now we gotta come over here.